So how did this idea for Friday come together?
Well, I was in a musical theater program at my school in middle school, and I had a friend who, like over the summer, just like one day, like she like had a music video, and like all my friends were in it, and they filmed it at the school, and I was like, that's crazy. Like, how did you do that? And yeah, I like asked her about it one day, and she just mentioned that she'd worked with this company, and that yeah, like it was like kind of like a little thing she got to do.
Okay, so the company that produced your video, I remember because they've made a lot of other shit that I've talked about. I have a very intimate knowledge of Arc Factory Music and Patrice Wilson. And so you heard that your friend had worked with him, and she's like, "Oh, you should go work with these people."
Yeah, she was just like, "Oh yeah, it's this thing called Arc," and I was like, "Oh, I'll go look that up." Like that sounds cool because I don't know. I was very passionate about like music, performing. Really, performing was like my big thing. Like I was always like probably like the most annoying kid in musical theater about like taking it seriously. And I thought like at that point, like I mean, I was 13, so like I wasn't even in high school yet. But I was like, maybe I'll go to Juilliard, or like maybe I'll go to NYU and like end up in New York on Broadway or something. And so I checked it out, and like my mom has always been really supportive of me and my brother. I mean, she's Hispanic, she's from Mexico, and like her style of parenting has always just been like, whatever you want to do, if you have like a love, like let's do it.
I love that.
Even when she didn't really have the means to do it, she would pull some crazy shit, and like I don't know, she would help my brother get into like club soccer or like something, whatever she thought we liked. And so I just had told her about it as I was looking it up, and she was like, "Oh, well, we should like let's check it out. Like maybe it's a cool experience that you can put on your resume." And like, you know, having been in a recording studio, and so I think she literally like emailed the company.
Sorry, that's my bad.
I think she like emailed the company and then
set it up.
Yeah.
Was it looked at least kind of expensive to put together, but I don't know what
very gracious.
No,
I wonder
it's
too.
not that bad. Like the video itself is well produced.
I was wondering that too.
It's pretty good. Like the audio quality. Like say what you will about Patrice, but the guy knows how to throw a video together.
I mean, you know, the way they work is they hire a production company and they kind of do the video. And I mean, we literally shot it like at my dad's house at the time. All my friends were in it.
Oh, okay.
You know, it was like the wind in one of the moments where I'm like in the car is literally a leaf blower, and like
that's awesome.
Some green screens of like cardboard. I mean, the reason we weren't in a school bus was because they couldn't afford it. They were like, let's rent.
Do you remember how much it cost? I've always been curious. Like a few thousand?
I mean, I think that I know that there was like an agreement of like, well, here you can pay $4,000 and like that's all you got to do, and this will cover owning the song or whatever. But and so I know that was a thing, but I don't even know what the video. I have to imagine it cost more than that, but I was like so uninvolved in those conversations.
And so the process, how long did it take to shoot the video?
Like 12 hours.
Oh wow! So you had that's a long shoot day.
Yeah,
the full day.
Yeah. My first big shoot. Yeah. I mean, it was fun. Like it was literally just me and my friends, and you know, like hanging out at home. I got to get my makeup done. Like it was just a cool experience, literally.
So it seems like your intention going into that was just to have fun and make a cool video. Like your friend whose video you saw, did she post it online or anything like that?
Yeah, I did end up online.
Yeah.
Well, I think that I guess I didn't even realize like whether it was Arc or if it was, you know, her that put it online.
Was there even an idea of like, oh, people are going to want to watch this if I put it online?
There was a moment when we were like, we first met with them that Patrice was like, you know, or one of them, I honestly don't remember, was like, if you put this up and like it gets 100,000 views, like maybe you could make some money. Like that's really cool.
Stacks, yeah.
And I was literally like, okay, okay. I don't know. I watched like Ryan Higa and like Shane Dawson at the time and Fred and like all those like classic, you know, people. And I was like, there's literally no fucking way that we're ever going to get 100,000 views on this little video. And like, it's not like their videos were known for being popular either at the time.
Right.
So
their videos didn't get, Arc Music Factory didn't get any views on their stuff.
I don't think so. Nothing crazy.
You were the big blowout for them.
It was definitely the first like big moment that they had.
So the lyrics to the original one, was that an Arc Factory original, like, or did you guys work on that together?
No, I did not change a single thing.
So they bring you the music, they bring you the lyrics, and you guys probably rehearse it. So what was your first reaction? Like, this is kind of a banger, or like, you know, I mean.
They sent me another song before that was called Superwoman or something like that. I've always tried to find it, but I can't find it anywhere. But it was like some like little love song about like being a superwoman for a boy or whatever. And I was just like, 13. I can't do this. I just broke up with my boyfriend because I couldn't talk to him at school.
Right.
I am in no position to be no superwoman. And so I said like, do you guys have anything else? Sorry. But then they sent me, it was called It's Friday at the time. And I was just like, cute. Okay, whatever. Also, like, who am I going to be to ask for another song the third time?
Like a diva, maybe.
Yeah, I was just like, nobody's going to see this. Like, let's run it, you know? It's more true than like me being a superwoman.
Right. It's Friday.
So,
I mean, that's incontroversial.
And it did be Friday. Yeah.
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 And so, okay, so they bring you this song. You agree. You're like, okay, it's Friday. It's kind of a vibe. And you guys shot it with all your friends at your dad's house. And so when I have to imagine that they went back, they edited it, they put it together, and then they sent you a final version.
No, absolutely not.
That's not what happened?
It went up. Yeah.
It just went up online before you ever even saw it?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Well, I know.
What?
Oh my God.
So we shot it, actually, funnily enough, we shot it January 6th of 2011. Yeah.
January 6th.
January 6th.
It was a
premonition
foreboding day.
Yeah.
You stormed
First
Friday
day.
that day, my friend.
We shot it in January, and at the time that we shot the video, or before we shot the video, there was no rap verse on it at all. It was just me.
What?
And then that day, Patrice came and obviously was going to be like on set 'cause it's his company, and he was like, "Hey, I put a verse in it," and I was like, "All right." No way. And he shot it in my dad's like Ford Escape in our garage. It was
He shot it at your house?
Yes.
And then
my
he
dad's
snuck
car.
it in?
Well, no, I mean we knew at that. He was just
knew.
like, "There's a verse in the song."
I got some fire on about this bit.
Wow.
and then yeah,
shit.
that is what it was.
That scene is so
Oh my
iconic
God.
because it's just like
It is iconic.
so out of fucking place. And it's like, who is this guy? Why is he rapping? Why is he like talking about the school bus?
And it's like an adult in a kid's world.
Dude.
Like,
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
It definitely
It's a vibe.
added to the just total bizarreness of everything.
It did add to the bizarreness. And so we shot in like early January, and then I didn't hear anything from them, or my family didn't, for like weeks. And like I actually kind of forgot that it happened.
Right.
And like every now and again, like some of the kids at school would be like, "Hey, like, did that video ever like get finished? Like, we love to see it." And then literally one day I got a notification from their website that it had gone out.
Wow.
Check out
This is
Rebecca
so
Black's new
wild.
single Friday. And I watched it.
I can't believe that.
I know. I watched it in bed by myself, and I was like semi-mortified. Mainly because I had like this massive pimple on my cheek that like, I think there were rumors it was a wart. No, it was a pimple. And I was just like, okay. And then I watched it with my dad. I showed my dad, and we were like, okay.
That's a video.
That's a video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't believe, like, as somebody that's been through working on videos and then posting it,
I know.
I can't believe that, like, decision being taken away from you.
Yes.
And especially when you're not a professional in such a vulnerable moment.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
I mean, I know
Like,
it is crazy looking back
that's like,
now, but I had no idea how any of that worked. So I was just like, oh,